Hello everyone, it's Dream Trades back with you again, and today finally is the day when I'm going to show you one of the trading strategies that personally I use a lot. It's not any kind of super duper strategy. It has a pretty nice win rate. Actually, my opinion. I will say that every strategy is good. You just have to test it on multiple time frames with different kind of parameters that will give you the best idea of the best tweak idea how to use it. And okay, let's go into the strategy. It is pretty simple. I have a script written for me so that we can automate all the trades. And whenever I will change any parameters, you will see how the strategy reacts and the results. But you can actually do it very easy yourself. Basically, you have two EMAs here which combine and make this kind of channel. First, it will show you the trend, which is pretty nice, and then it'll give you a nice setup for the trades. How you can actually do that? You can add regular EMAs, and the way you do this channel, you add two EMAs for the input. By the way, I'm on the daily time frame, 1 day time frame. For the input here, I use 21 moving average. And for the source, usually you have the source selected as close, but to make this channel for first EMA, you will go into the high. You see this will make you that the top EMA. And for the second EMA, you will use the low. So it'll give you the second one. All right. Um, it was just the example, so I'll make 200 EMA. I don't actually use it, but some people do use it as an additional filter. I'll talk about that in a minute. So what are the trading rules? For the short position, why do we have a short signal over here? And as far as you can see, uh, it actually worked pretty fine. We're still in a short trade for that. Okay, for the short signal, what do you need to see? You will need to see one candle form below this channel, not touching this channel without any wick or anything, completely not touching it. So here's the candle. So after you have that candle, on the next candle, you enter the trade. That's why you have this short signal triggered here. For the long signal, you would have absolutely the same, but on the top. You gotta have one candle forming above this EMA channel, not touching it with any wick, without anything. And on the next candle, you'll enter the trade. That's how simple it is. What about the stop losses and take profits? Well, there are different kinds that you can use. And let me show you first of all. Right now, for the settings, what do I have here? This is the script that I got for it. For the settings, now I have like initial capital $1,000, yeah, and order size. That means for every single trade, it will open the trade with $1,000. So if there was a little loss, then you have to add a little bit, well, depending on the loss, uh, or the profit. And every order will be like $1,000 order. And for the take profit over here, for right now, we have the reverse signal. So whenever the signal reverse, we take the profit, that's a take profit. And for the stop loss, right now, there's no stop loss selected as far as you can see on the inputs, no stop loss selected. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the results. Here you have the strategy tester. And what you can see on the Bitcoin, I'm on the 1 day Binance trading view. On this chart, there was like 34 trades, 50% profitable, which for me is a pretty nice win rate, because I do not believe in those strategies that claim to have 80 or 90% uh, profitable rate, because I think that these strategies, they are fake, and they just showing you. For example, if I will show you for the small period of a time here, now on the trend, it will have a huge percentage. That's why I prefer to use the charts which have a longer history. For example, Binance does not actually have a lot of history. If you will scroll in history, you will understand that it had, I think, just a couple of years, right? So what I would suggest is find the chart that has more data. Over here, just 34 trades, not enough for me. So what I do, I know for sure there is a chart. You just type all time and you will find Bitcoin all-time history index. Select that. And what do you see now? 85 trades because it has all the trading history of Bitcoin for all the time. And you can see more trades. Actually, the win rate grew up a little bit. It's almost 52%. The profit factor is cool. Very nice. Okay, now let's go ahead and figure out how we can tweak this strategy, how we can change any parameters to have a better profit. Here's the net profit. By the way, how you can see the trades. Over here, you can, first of all, you have the overview that gives you an overview of all the strategy, how it worked out. So that is still pretty nice profit, like almost 3.7 thousand%, which is nice, right? And what is the most important for me is the maximum drop down is not that high, 13%, which is also good. But how can I even improve that? First of all, I can play with these parameters. For example, now as I told you, every time I open the trade according to the strategy, I will open the order size of $1,000. But my account is slowly growing. For example, over here I already had like $30,000, right? Why don't I risk more? So what can I do here? I can change that, and instead of $1,000 every time, I will put 80 and use here percent of equity. So what does that mean? And actually, look, it decreased a lot, right? And I will show you another trading ideas. What would it do? Every time you open the trade, it will open 80% out of the equity of your balance that you have. For example, you have $1,000, it will open $800 position. If you have $10,000, it will open $8,000 position. All right, but to do that, you would definitely need to use the higher percent of the profit because you gotta eliminate the trades which will not give you a nice result. Also, what you can use here, you can add a take profit or a stop loss. As you can see, I got several options here selected for you, and what I can do, I can use the stop loss, use a trailing stop loss, use fixed stop loss. I will use a fixed stop loss, and bam, you see, because I'm always saying I do always have a stop loss for trading, not the hodler's portfolio. There is no stop loss for me there because I'm investing in it. But when I'm trading, I gotta have a stop loss, 100% sure. When I clicked it, check out. And for the stop loss, let's go ahead and look what according to this strategy, the stop loss will be exactly a little bit lower than for the long trades than the lower band, and for the short trades than the upper EMA. For the stop loss, that's it. It got hit, no worries. Just get out of the trade because it would not be profitable probably, and it's better to close the trade and get a little loss than lose everything. You saw it just here. The price and the net profit drastically increased just because of that. See, and we still have the profitable rate, which is lower than 50%. But I got a video where I showed you why you can be wrong most of the time and still be profitable most of the time. Okay, how we can tweak that even better? We can just play with the different parameters. For example, I will use The okay, here you saw it, 95 trades. Whenever I put the use fixed stop loss, same 95 trades, but the better result. If I will use trailing stop loss, what would it give me? It increased my trades to 147. Also, very nice profit. And for this one, I would use a trailing stop loss. For the short trades. It will just the stop loss will be trailing according to this EMA, so that's where it got triggered. And for the long one, the same way, it will be over here, so we will follow it. That's where the take profit get triggered, right? What else we can do? How else we can improve that? We can use take profit, but it will not use stop loss, for example, and use take profit. For the take profit, we can take different setups, and you can play with it. For example, I don't use the fixed take profit because I love to see my trades go whenever I caught a trade, for example, here, and I'm in the trend. I'd rather have it going, uh, not limiting my potential profits, right? I can also use the maximum stop loss. For example, here, I would allow the maximum only 5% stop loss. And what you can see, according to these settings, if I did that, lost all the money. Okay. But, okay, let's say that we have fixed stop loss. There it is. How we can improve that? Okay, let's go ahead, and here's the tab which called performance summary, which will give you the summary of all of your results, and you can actually see that for longs and shorts, nice net profit, gross profit also is nice. Gross loss, you see that shorts gave you more loss than the longs. Okay, and the profit factor, I can see that the long trades, they gave me a very nice profit factor, 4.6, while the short trades gave me um, kind of the ordinary one is 1.2. So what I think, guys, if I will eliminate short trades, I can improve my win rate, and I can also eliminate a lot of losses. For example, profitable, you see that 52, almost 53% here were profitable with the longs, and only 40% profitable with the shorts. That gives me an idea that if I will use only long positions here, I can probably improve that. And for that, I have a settings, longs only. I click on it, bam, you see I got only 51 trades. I have more than I wanted. Very nice profit, which increased dramatically, right? I got less trades. I got a better percentage of a profitable trade. I got a better profit factor. Max drawdown. So that's good for me. Like but that is not the only settings that I'm using. Okay, here's another trick that I will show you. Now, if you remember, we are using 80% out of our equity every time the trade is open. And I got here a little tricky thing which is called leverage usage. So I know that almost 53% profit factor, which gives me an opportunity to use a leverage, which also increases my risk, but it also increases my potential reward. So what I would do, I will use the same 80% equity, but I will use the leverage. Over here is 3x. And look how it increased. Okay, let me show you again. Without the leverage, here's the net profit. And check out, click use leverage. Bam! Wow, that's a lot. But also, if you will notice, the max drop down increased. So you can actually tweak it, and instead of 3x, use just 2x. See the profit decreased, but also max drop down decreased. If you're willing to risk more, then you can actually get rewarded more. So that is the settings that I use. I may not use like all the 80%. You can actually do like 60%, which still will give you a bigger percentage gain than without the leverage, right? For example, even if I'll use 50% out of my equity, uh, over here, there's the standard settings. If I use only 50% with 3x, that will still increase my potential profits. So I hope that you like this strategy. It's very easy. And why I showed you that strategy, because there is a probability that pretty soon there might be a reverse signal which will close the short trade and give an opportunity to go into the long trade. Maybe it will happen, maybe it will not. Nobody knows for sure, because over here we all expected it to go higher, but you see what happened, and actually here was a range. The same thing in the range right now. So no guarantee that it will go higher, but there is a potential for it to do so. And for that reason, I showed you that strategy. I will be trading that whenever there will be a signal for a long trade. Until that, the short trade is open. And I hope that you will be profitable. And guys, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, because it gives me an extra motivation to go ahead and show you some other strategies, to write more scripts and show you how you can improve your trading. But the most important, have a safe and profitable trading. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye bye.